What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. So we have been doing a lot of discussions in regards to iOS 17 betas on our iPhone 14 Pro Max and all that. However, one thing we haven't discussed too much about is actually WatchOS 10. And for those of you that follow the channel know, I wear it regularly. I've had this Apple Watch Ultra since it was announced last year. And we've been using WatchOS 10 betas since they came out as well. So I'd want to do a quick video for you guys today since we are more than halfway through the beta cycle for the WatchOS 10 betas and kind of show you what happened, what's new, what's going on, and kind of what's changed. I'm going to make this short and sweet. We're not going to go into all the new features of WatchOS 10. There's plenty of videos in regards to that. So we're going to focus more for WatchOS 10 Beta 5 in this video and look at how smooth it is, battery health, things like that. Let's go. So as well as iOS 17 Beta 5 and WatchOS 10 Beta 5, Apple also released all platform updates, including the Studio display today as well, so I just want to get that out of the way and let you know. So specifically in regards to iOS and WatchOS 10 now, they had some major redesigns and some major feature changes here. The first being how these widgets are interacted with and how it is much more widget focused. Having said that now, when you actually just rotate your digital crown like I did and scroll up, at the very bottom here you're greeted with a new icon here for all apps, whether you have a list view or the grid view, but instead of having to actually click on it like you do here to go in on it, all you need to do now is actually scroll back up, and if you keep scrolling and push through, it will now automatically pull up all of your app lists. Smooth, very easy change that Apple implemented, but it does make it a lot easier. And look at the animations on how smooth it already is. It pops right into the app tray or the grid view, whichever you have active on your watch. So that's one of the changes there as well. Beyond that as well, on the same note, obviously this little list icon will change if you have a grid view, but not too much else there. One of the bigger changes that you'll see is actually in the weather app. So Apple revamped their weather app in iOS 17, and it is no different in WatchOS 10 now. If you actually go into the weather app, you have a ton of more information to see that you can gather. So here you are right here, and instead of having to swipe up and only see one or two options, you now have a ton of new options, including a weekly forecast as well. Basically the same as what you can do here to see the feels like temperature, your precipitation, and all of that. It just looks so much better, so much more visually appealing than before. You can scroll from left to right as well and get different factors based on that. Same concept for scrolling left to right instead of clicking on each option for your view mode. Weather app now looks and feels so much better than it did before. I definitely think it is a huge improvement. If you actually jump into your settings, let's take a look at battery health and all that. Actually, let's look at general and about really quick. So you can see this build is now 21R5332F. So the F is signifying we're getting closer to the beginning of the alphabet, which means we're getting closer to the release candidate and the public release build. As crazy as it sounds, we are only a month or so away from this being released to the public, so there is quite a few bug fixes and tweaks still needing to be made. In the limited time we've been using this beta, we have seen quite a few bugs that have popped up where all the widgets or compilations have not populated like they traditionally would. Jumping into that battery like we were talking about, this is one huge difference from what we were experiencing on our iPhone 14 Pro Max and even iPhone 14 itself. Basically, the battery health on this baby, even running the betas, is still at 99% max capacity as opposed to the 86% that I'm experiencing on my 14 Pro Max. So the beta has not impacted battery life at all here, luckily, as far as max capacity. The actual screen on time and all that has been improving a little bit, but it is still not what you would expect from WatchOS 9. So, quick and simple, short video for you guys today. Not much else to look over here, but let me know what you guys think. Tell me if you found anything else in this beta in the comments down below. Let us know, are you looking forward to the changes in iOS 10 or WatchOS 10? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.